Today is Saturday, 21st March 2026. Prayer for joy, peace, and a new season. Heavenly Father, this morning I come before you with an open heart. I come as I am, without pretending, without polished words, without trying to sound stronger than I feel. I come with my whole heart laid open before you, the tired places, the hopeful places, the wounded places, the waiting places, and the places that still believe you are able to do something new in my life. I come because I need you. I come because there is no peace like the peace you give. I come because no one can hold my heart together the way you can. I come because I believe that even now, on this Saturday, you are near. You are listening, and you are moving. Lord, thank you for waking me up today. Thank you for breath in my lungs. Thank you for the quiet mercy of a new morning. Thank you that I am still here. Thank you that, despite everything I have faced, I am still standing. Thank you that sorrow did not have the final word. Thank you that disappointment did not destroy me. Thank you that fear did not consume me. Thank you that even when I felt weak, you kept me. Even when I cried in private, you saw me. Even when I could not find the right words to pray, you understood every sigh, every tear, every ache, every silent question. Father, I do not take this day for granted. I know that life is fragile. I know that peace is precious. I know that joy is holy. And today I ask you for all three. Give me joy. Give me peace. Lead me into a new season. Lord, I need joy that is real, not forced smiles, not temporary excitement, not the kind of happiness that disappears the moment one thing goes wrong. I am asking for deep joy. Holy joy, steady joy, the kind of joy that survives hard seasons, the kind of joy that can breathe in the middle of unanswered prayers, the kind of joy that rises quietly from trust, the kind of joy that says, God is still good, even when life is not easy. Father, there have been days when joy felt far away from me. There have been mornings when I woke up heavy. There have been moments when my mind was crowded with worry before my feet even touched the floor. There have been seasons when I laughed with others but carried sadness in private. There have been times when I kept going on the outside while falling apart inside. You know every part of that story. You know the burdens I have not explained to anyone. You know the disappointments that still sting. You know the prayers I thought would already be answered by now. You know the names, the memories, the losses, the delays, the setbacks, the private battles. You know the exact places in me that are tired. And still, Lord, I am here asking you to restore my joy. Not because I deny the pain, not because I am ignoring reality, but because I know you are bigger than what I feel. I know you can rebuild what has been worn down. I know you can lift what has been heavy. I know you can breathe again on parts of me that have gone quiet. I know you can awaken hope where disappointment tried to settle permanently. So today, Father, let joy rise again in me. Let it rise softly if it must, but let it rise. Let it come into my heart like morning light entering a dark room. Let it reach places in me that have been cold for too long. Let it interrupt grief. Let it weaken despair. Let it loosen the grip of dread. Let it silence the lie that I will always feel this way. Fill me with the joy that comes from knowing I am loved by you. Fill me with the joy that comes from knowing my story is not over. Fill me with the joy that comes from knowing you still have a plan for me. Fill me with the joy that comes from knowing you can redeem time, restore peace, and renew strength. Fill me with the joy that does not depend on perfect circumstances, because if I wait for everything around me to be perfect, I may never rejoice at all. Teach me to find joy in your presence. Teach me to find joy in your faithfulness. Teach me to find joy in today's breath, today's grace, today's bread, today's mercy. Lord, I also ask for peace. I need peace in my mind, peace in my heart, peace in my home, peace in my relationships, peace in the middle of uncertainty, peace in the middle of transition, peace while I wait, peace while I heal, peace while I rebuild, peace while I trust you for what I cannot yet see. Father, there is so much noise in this world, so many voices, so many fears, so many reasons to overthink, to panic, to compare, to rush, to assume the worst. Sometimes my thoughts run ahead of me. Sometimes my mind creates storms that have not even arrived. Sometimes I replay what hurt me. Sometimes I imagine what could go wrong. Sometimes I carry tomorrow's trouble before today is even finished, and it wears me out. Today, Lord, I surrender my anxious thoughts to you. I surrender the mental pressure. I surrender the constant worrying. I surrender the fear of bad news. I surrender the fear of loss. I surrender the fear of being behind. I surrender the fear of not having enough. I surrender the fear that nothing will change. I surrender the fear that things will never get better. Father, quiet the noise within me. Speak over my mind. Pull down every thought that is not like you. Break agreement with every lie I have believed about myself. Break agreement with every fear that has ruled me. Break agreement with every voice of shame, every voice of failure, every voice of hopelessness. Teach my heart to rest in you. Teach my mind to return to you. Teach my soul to breathe again. Let your peace cover me like a blanket. Let it sit with me. Let it steady me. Let it meet me in the hidden places where I still feel unsettled. Let it flow through my emotions, my thoughts, my choices, and my conversations. Let your peace guard me when I am tempted to spiral. Let your peace hold me when I feel fragile. Let your peace anchor me when life feels uncertain. Lord, I pray for peace in my home. Where there has been tension, bring calm. Where there has been miscommunication, bring understanding. Where there has been distance, bring tenderness. Where there has been grief, bring comfort. Where there has been confusion, bring clarity. Where there has been heaviness, bring light. Where there has been weariness, bring rest. Let my home be touched by your presence. Let it not be ruled by chaos. Let it not be filled with bitterness. Let it not be shaped by constant stress. Let it become a place of warmth, prayer, gentleness, honesty, healing, and peace. I pray over every room. I pray over every conversation. I pray over every unseen burden carried under this roof. I pray for emotional healing. I pray for patience. I pray for mercy. I pray for softened hearts. I pray for wisdom in how to love one another. I pray that your Spirit would settle every restless atmosphere. Father, I also ask you to bring me into a new season. I feel that prayer deeply today. A new season, a fresh beginning, a holy shift, a turning of the page, a breaking of old cycles, a release from what has been heavy for too long, a movement into what you have prepared for me. Lord, I do not want to stay stuck. I do not want to keep circling the same mountain. I do not want to keep rehearsing the same pain. I do not want to keep living under the shadow of old heartbreak, old fear, old disappointment, old labels, old bondage, old thinking. I do not want to drag dead weight into the future you are calling me toward. If this is the season to let go, help me let go. If this is the season to heal, help me heal. If this is the season to grow, help me grow. If this is the season to rest, help me rest. If this is the season to move, help me move. If this is the season to rebuild, help me rebuild. If this is the season to trust you more deeply than ever before, then teach me how. Father, do a new thing in me before you do a new thing around me. Change my heart, renew my mind, refine my motives, strengthen my character, heal my hidden wounds, correct what is crooked in me, cleanse what is bitter in me, remove what is prideful in me, silence what is fearful in me, restore what is weary in me. Let this new season not be only about outward blessings, but inward transformation. Let me not chase appearances while neglecting my soul. Let me not ask for open doors without also asking for wisdom to walk through them well. Let me not desire promotion more than I desire your presence. Let me not want change so badly that I forget to stay surrendered. Lord, prepare me for what I am praying for. If you are opening new doors, prepare me to walk through them with humility. If you are bringing new relationships, prepare me to love well and discern wisely. If you are releasing new opportunities, prepare me to steward them faithfully. If you are healing old wounds, prepare me to stop identifying with pain. If you are calling me out of survival mode, prepare me to live again with softness, trust, and expectation. Father, there have been seasons that hurt me, seasons I did not understand, seasons that emptied me, seasons that humbled me, seasons that made me question myself, seasons that made me cry in ways I could not explain, seasons where I felt forgotten, seasons where I wondered why the answers were taking so long, seasons where it seemed like everyone else was moving forward while I was still trying to recover. But even there, you were with me. You were with me in the nights no one saw. You were with me in the disappointments I could not put into words. You were with me in every delayed answer. You were with me when I felt abandoned. You were with me when I smiled publicly and suffered privately. You were with me when I felt numb. You were with me when all I had was a whisper of faith. And because you were with me then, I trust you with what comes next. I release the old season to you. I release the pain of what did not work. I release the grief of what I lost. I release the weight of what I could not fix. I release the shame of what I wish I had done differently. I release the bitterness that tries to linger. I release the offense. I release the resentment. I release the need to understand everything before I obey you. I release the expectation that healing must look dramatic to be real. Today, I choose surrender. I choose to stop gripping what you are asking me to release. I choose to stop returning emotionally to places you already brought me out of. I choose to stop feeding fear. I choose to stop partnering with discouragement. I choose to stop speaking as though my future is sealed by my past. Lord, my past is not my prophecy. My pain is not my identity. My delay is not my denial. My struggle is not the end of my story. You are still writing. You are still healing. You are still restoring. You are still opening. You are still redeeming. You are still leading me. So I welcome this new season with humility. I welcome new grace. I welcome new mercy. I welcome new strength. I welcome new discipline. I welcome new hope. I welcome new clarity. I welcome new beginnings. I welcome new peace. I welcome new joy. I welcome whatever you have for me, as long as you are in it. Father, teach me not to fear transition. Sometimes change makes me nervous. Even good change can feel unfamiliar. Even answered prayers can require courage. Even new blessings can demand a new version of me. So as you shift things in my life, keep me grounded in you. Do not let me panic when old patterns break. Do not let me run back to what is familiar just because it is familiar. Do not let me sabotage what you are building because it feels new. Give me confidence to trust you in unfamiliar places. Give me grace to embrace growth. Give me discernment to know when you are calling me forward. Give me patience when the new season begins quietly instead of dramatically. Lord, I also pray for healing in this new season. Heal my heart from old wounds. Heal my mind from long battles. Heal my body where I have been weak. Heal my emotions where I have been overwhelmed. Heal the places in me that still react from pain. Heal the places in me that expect rejection. Heal the places in me that struggle to believe good things can last. Heal the places in me that are still guarding themselves because of what happened before. Father, I am tired of carrying invisible heaviness. I am tired of smiling while broken. I am tired of pretending I am fine when my soul is exhausted. I am tired of normalizing stress that is draining me. I am tired of accepting unrest as though it belongs to me. I am tired of living braced for disappointment. I am tired of being haunted by what should have ended already. Please heal me. Heal me gently. Heal me deeply. Heal me honestly. Heal me completely in the way only you can. Do not just cover symptoms, go to the root. Touch the memories. Touch the disappointments. Touch the traumas. Touch the places I avoid. Touch the inner vows I made in pain. Touch the lies I agreed with when I was wounded. Touch the silent grief that resurfaces at unexpected times. Let this be a season where I truly recover. Not just function, not just survive, not just manage. Recover. Let my laughter return without guilt. Let my peace return without fear. Let my sleep return without torment. Let my focus return without constant pressure. Let my tenderness return without feeling unsafe. Let my expectation return without cynicism. Let my faith return with fresh fire. Lord, I pray over the things I am carrying right now. I lay my finances before you. You know every concern, every need, every pressure, every bill, every uncertainty. Where there is lack, provide. Where there is mismanagement, give wisdom. Where there is fear, bring peace. Where there is delay, make a way. Teach me to trust you as my source. Teach me to steward well what you place in my hands. Break the power of panic over my provision. Remind me that I am not abandoned. I lay my family before you. Touch every loved one. Cover them. Protect them. Heal them. Strengthen them. Draw them close to you. Restore what is broken. Bring peace where there has been conflict. Bring softness where there has been hurt. Bring reconciliation where it is possible and healthy. Bring comfort where there is grief. Bring hope where there is despair. I lay my future before you. You see what I cannot yet see. You know what is ahead of me. You know the prayers I have barely dared to say aloud. You know the dreams I have hidden because disappointment made me afraid to hope again. You know the doors I am asking you to open. You know the answers I am waiting for. You know the timing. You know the process. You know the purpose. And because you know I choose to trust. I may not know every detail, but I know you are faithful. I may not know how everything will unfold, but I know you are wise. I may not know when every prayer will be answered, but I know you are good. I may not know why some seasons lasted so long, but I know you waste nothing. I may not know how restoration will come, but I know you are able. Father, let joy be my portion in this new season. Let me laugh again. Let me breathe again. Let me hope again. Let me dream again. Let me enjoy simple things again. Let me notice beauty again. Let me stop rushing past grace. Let me stop talking myself out of wonder. Let me stop expecting disaster in every doorway. Let me live with holy expectancy. Help me to see your goodness in ordinary moments, in morning light, in answered prayer, in unexpected peace, in kind words, in rest, in progress, in small breakthroughs, in closed doors that protected me, in delays that redirected me, in lessons that strengthened me, in moments that looked small but carried your fingerprints all over them. Lord, I pray against heaviness today. Every spirit of discouragement, leave. Every cloud of oppression, lift. Every assignment of emotional exhaustion, break. Every cycle of dread, end. Every whisper that says nothing will change, be silenced. Every burden that is not from you, be removed. Every atmosphere of hopelessness around me, scatter in the name of Jesus. I declare that this day will not be ruled by fear. This day will not be ruled by sorrow. This day will not be ruled by mental torment. This day will not be ruled by old chains. This day belongs to the Lord. My life belongs to the Lord. My future belongs to the Lord. My healing belongs to the Lord. My joy belongs to the Lord. My peace belongs to the Lord. Father, help me guard what you are restoring. If you give me peace, teach me not to feed chaos. If you give me joy, teach me not to entertain what drains my soul. If you give me clarity, teach me not to return to confusion. If you give me healing, teach me not to romanticize what broke me. If you give me a new season, teach me not to keep mourning the old one. If you give me open doors, teach me not to shrink back in fear. Give me wisdom for my environment, wisdom for my choices, wisdom for my relationships, wisdom for my habits, wisdom for my boundaries, wisdom for my words, wisdom for my time, wisdom for my attention. Show me what strengthens my spirit and what weakens it. Show me what aligns with peace and what steals it. Show me what nurtures joy and what slowly poisons it. Show me what belongs in this new season and what does not. Lord, I pray for those who feel weary today. Even as I pray for myself, I remember others. Those who are grieving, those who are lonely, those who are anxious, those who are depressed, those who are financially burdened, those who are fighting silent battles, those who feel unseen, those who are smiling outwardly but barely holding on inwardly, those who are praying and waiting and trying not to give up. Meet them, Lord. Wrap them in your comfort. Strengthen them where they are weak. Remind them that they are not forgotten. Let hope find them. Let peace locate them. Let joy return to them. Let light break through for them. Let this day carry mercy for them. Let this new season begin for them too. Father, I also ask you to purify my heart. I do not only want relief, I want alignment. I do not only want blessings, I want holiness. I do not only want change around me, I want truth in me. Search me. Know me. Reveal what needs to be surrendered. Reveal what needs to be healed. Reveal what needs to be forgiven. Reveal what needs to be confronted. Reveal what needs to be uprooted. If I have become cynical, soften me. If I have become bitter, cleanse me. If I have become fearful, steady me. If I have become numb, awaken me. If I have become proud, humble me. If I have become distracted, refocus me. If I have become weary in faith, strengthen me. Lord, restore my sensitivity to your voice. Let me hear you clearly in this season, not just in dramatic moments, but in daily life, in the quiet, in the ordinary, in the stillness, in the scriptures, in conviction, in peace, in wisdom, in holy restraint, in open doors and closed doors, in timing, in discernment. Help me not to confuse urgency with direction. Help me not to confuse noise with guidance. Help me not to chase what looks impressive but lacks your hand. Help me not to force what you have not spoken. Help me not to delay when you are calling me forward. Father, teach me the beauty of resting in you. I have tried to carry too much on my own. I have tried to fix what only you can fix. I have tried to think my way into peace. I have tried to earn what can only be received by grace. I have tried to outrun pain instead of letting you heal it. I have tried to control outcomes because uncertainty makes me uncomfortable. But today, I release that burden. I do not have to hold the whole world together. I do not have to know everything. I do not have to rush ahead. I do not have to prove my worth through constant striving. I do not have to live in survival mode forever. I can rest in you, I can trust you, I can breathe, I can be still, I can release the weight, I can let you be God. And so, Lord, on this Saturday I make room for peace. Peace in my breathing. Peace in my thinking. Peace in my conversations. Peace in my schedule. Peace in my body. Peace in my soul. I reject hurry. I reject panic. I reject the pressure to carry what you did not assign to me. I reject the idea that rest is weakness. I reject the lie that slowing down means I am falling behind. I reject every false urgency that robs me of presence. Today, let peace have the loudest voice. Let peace guide my pace. Let peace shape my tone. Let peace fill my decisions. Let peace become the atmosphere I walk in. Lord, I ask you for holy joy in small moments today. Let me smile again. Let me laugh sincerely. Let me feel gratitude deeply. Let me enjoy simple mercies. Let me be present for the goodness that is here right now. Let me not postpone joy until everything is solved. Let me not delay gratitude until every prayer is answered. Let me receive today as a gift. I thank you for every evidence of grace already in my life, for the strength I did not know I had, for the prayers you answered that I nearly forgot to thank you for the doors you closed that later made sense, for the people you sent to encourage me, for the strength to walk away from what was not for me, for the wisdom you gave me in dark moments, for the protection I did not even realize I needed, for the healing that has already begun, even if it is still unfolding, for the new season already forming, even if I can only see it in part. Father, I trust you with the unfinished parts of my life, the parts that still confuse me, the parts that still ache, the parts still waiting for breakthrough, the parts still in process, the parts that do not yet look redeemed. I place them all in your hands. I place my questions in your hands. I place my future in your hands. I place my heart in your hands. I place my loved ones in your hands. I place this day in your hands. I place this new season in your hands. And I ask that as I move through this day, you would go before me. Go before me in every conversation. Go before me in every decision. Go before me in every place I enter. Go before me in what I expect and what I do not expect. Go before me in my thoughts. Go before me in my emotions. Go before me in the unseen. Order my steps. Guard my heart. Renew my mind. Strengthen my spirit. Protect my peace. Multiply my joy. Let this Saturday mark something sacred. Let it mark the beginning of emotional renewal. Let it mark the beginning of inner calm. Let it mark the beginning of restored hope. Let it mark the beginning of a gentler way of living. Let it mark the beginning of courage after fear. Let it mark the beginning of light after heaviness. Let it mark the beginning of fresh trust after disappointment. Let it mark the beginning of true healing after long exhaustion. Let it mark the beginning of a new season shaped by your hand. Father, I do not need every answer right now. I only need your presence, and your presence is enough. When I do not know what comes next, be my peace. When I feel weak, be my strength. When I feel sad, be my comfort. When I feel uncertain, be my confidence. When I feel restless, be my stillness. When I feel empty, be my fullness. When I feel afraid, be my refuge. When I feel tired, be my rest. When I feel hopeful, be the one I hope in. When a new season begins, be the center of it. I speak life over myself today. I will not be ruled by heaviness. I will not be consumed by fear. I will not live as though God has abandoned me. I will not surrender my mind to torment. I will not call permanent what God is changing. I will not call dead what God is reviving. I will not call hopeless what God is still working on. I will not let yesterday define all of tomorrow. I am entering a new season by grace. I am receiving peace by faith. I am welcoming joy with an open heart. I am letting go of what has weighed me down. I am making room for what God is doing. I am trusting the one who has carried me all along. Lord, thank you that joy is returning. Thank you that peace is settling over me. Thank you that healing is beginning again. Thank you that chains are breaking. Thank you that old burdens are lifting. Thank you that new grace is here. Thank you that new mercy is here. Thank you that new strength is here. Thank you that a new season is here. Whether it arrives in one dramatic moment or in many quiet ones, I will not despise small beginnings. I will not overlook gentle healing. I will not ignore quiet miracles. I will not miss your hand just because it moves softly. Help me to honor the process. Help me to stay rooted while change unfolds. Help me to stay grateful while waiting continues. Help me to stay tender while healing deepens. Help me to stay faithful while the new season grows. And at the end of this day, Lord, let me be able to say, you met me. You calmed me. You strengthened me. You carried me. You reminded me who you are. You reminded me who I am. You gave me peace. You restored my joy. You began something new in me. I receive that by faith today. I receive joy. I receive peace. I receive renewal. I receive healing. I receive strength. I receive rest. I receive grace for this day and hope for what is ahead. Thank you for loving me through every season. Thank you for not leaving me in the dark. Thank you for staying when others left. Thank you for holding me together when I felt undone. Thank you for speaking life over me when my own heart felt weary. Thank you for being faithful, even when I struggled to be. This Saturday belongs to you. My heart belongs to you. My future belongs to you. My healing belongs to you. My joy belongs to you. My peace belongs to you. My new season belongs to you. In Jesus' name, amen. Heavenly Father, I do not want these words to become routine. I do not want them to be beautiful on the surface but empty in the soul. I want every line to rise from somewhere honest. I want every sentence to carry the weight of real need, real faith, real longing, and real surrender. I want this prayer to be more than language. I want it to be an offering. I want it to be the sound of a heart turning toward you again. Lord, here I am, still needy, still believing, still healing, still hoping, still learning how to trust you with parts of my life I once tried to manage by myself. Still learning that peace is not found in control. Still learning that joy is not found in perfect outcomes. Still learning that a new season often begins quietly, long before I can see it fully with my natural eyes. And so I stay here with you, not rushing, not pretending, not performing, just staying. Because there is something holy about remaining in your presence long enough for my soul to settle. There is something healing about staying before you until the noise inside me begins to lose its power. There is something beautiful about refusing to run from the ache and instead bringing it directly into the light of your love. Father, I ask you to untangle what has become knotted inside me. There are feelings I have not fully processed. There are disappointments I have pushed down because I thought I had to keep moving. There are memories that still affect me more than I admit. There are fears that dress themselves up as wisdom. There are wounds that still whisper in moments of vulnerability. There are patterns I learned in survival that no longer belong in the season you are calling me into. Untangle me, Lord. Untangle the fear from my discernment. Untangle the pain from my identity. Untangle the delay from my sense of worth. Untangle rejection from the way I see myself. Untangle disappointment from the way I approach hope. Untangle grief from the way I interpret silence. Untangle old survival habits from the life of peace. You are teaching me to live. There are places in me that still brace for impact. Places that still expect things to fall apart. Places that still feel safer preparing for loss than believing for joy. Places that have learned how to survive disappointment, but not how to receive delight. Father, be gentle with those places. Do not shame me for where I am. Do not crush me under the weight of how far I still have to go. Do not turn away from the parts of me that are still fragile. Instead, come near. Come close to the trembling places. Come close to the guarded places. Come close to the hidden places. Come close to the part of me that wants to believe again, but is afraid to be hurt again. Hold me there. Hold me until my nervous heart remembers that your presence is safe. Hold me until my thoughts stop racing. Hold me until my breathing slows. Hold me until my soul recognizes that I do not have to fight every battle in my own strength. Hold me until I can feel peace again, not as an idea, but as a living reality moving through me. Lord, I ask you to heal the places where I grew used to pain. Sometimes what has lasted a long time begins to feel normal. Sometimes exhaustion becomes familiar. Sometimes heaviness becomes a companion. Sometimes I stop asking for more because I quietly assume this is just how life will always feel. But today I push back against that lie. I was not created to live in constant torment. I was not created to live with permanent dread. I was not created to exist without delight, without rest, without wonder, without inner stillness. I was not created only to endure. I was created to know you, to walk with you, to be loved by you, to receive from you, to bear fruit in season, to carry peace, to experience joy, to live with hope. So Father, wherever I have accepted less than the life you are calling me into, wake me up. Wake me up to possibility. Wake me up to beauty. Wake me up to truth. Wake me up to the reality that you still restore. Wake me up to the reality that this heavy chapter is not all there is. Wake me up to the reality that my future is not bound to the worst thing I have been through. Lord, let joy become believable again. Not because everything is easy, not because all questions are answered, not because every wound is fully healed overnight, but because you are faithful, because you are present, because you are able to make rivers in dry places, because you still breathe life into hearts that feel worn thin, because you know how to call spring out of winter, because you know how to teach a tired soul how to sing again. Teach me to receive joy without suspicion. Sometimes pain has a way of making me cautious even in good moments. Sometimes I become afraid to enjoy what is beautiful because I wonder how long it will last. Sometimes I hold back from fully receiving peace because I fear it will be interrupted. Sometimes I do not let myself celebrate because I have been disappointed before. But Lord, I do not want pain to teach me how to resist joy. I do not want fear to train me to distrust goodness. I do not want sorrow to shape me into someone who cannot recognize blessing when it arrives. Heal my ability to receive. When peace comes, let me receive it. When rest comes, let me receive it. When laughter comes, let me receive it. When love comes, let me receive it. When beauty appears in ordinary moments, let me receive it. When this new season begins to open, let me not stand at the doorway arguing with grace. Let me walk in. Let me sit down at the table. Let me breathe. Let me belong there. Father, I pray over my thoughts today. You know how powerful the mind is. You know how quickly one fearful thought can multiply into a storm. You know how easily old lies try to return when I am tired. You know how memory, fear, and imagination can all combine to steal the peace you are offering. So I ask you now, govern my thoughts. Let truth be louder than fear. Let hope be louder than dread. Let wisdom be louder than panic. Let peace be louder than mental noise. Let your promises be louder than my worst assumptions. When my thoughts begin to wander into dark places, call me back. When I begin to catastrophize, steady me. When I replay old pain, comfort me. When I imagine the worst, anchor me. When shame tries to narrate my life, silence it. When discouragement begins to settle, lift it. Father, train my mind toward life. Teach me to think in ways that agree with heaven. Teach me to notice when fear is trying to write the story. Teach me to stop conversations in my head that are draining my soul. Teach me to reject inner dialogue that is cruel, hopeless, cynical, or self-condemning. Teach me to speak over myself with truth, tenderness, and faith. Let my mind become a place where peace can live. Lord, I pray for the areas of my life that feel delayed. You know the prayers that have been sitting in my heart for a long time. You know the things I thought would have happened by now. You know the dreams I carried into previous years. You know the hopes that have been bruised by waiting. You know what it feels like to ask, to seek, to knock, and to still be in process. Waiting is hard, Lord, especially when I am trying to stay faithful, especially when I am trying to keep believing. especially when I do not understand the timing, especially when others seem to move ahead while I am still standing in the middle of unanswered prayers, especially when silence stretches so long that I start wondering whether I heard you correctly at all. But even here, teach me how to wait with grace. Do not let waiting harden me. Do not let waiting make me bitter. Do not let waiting make me compare my life constantly. Do not let waiting make me ashamed. Do not let waiting make me forget all the ways you have already been faithful. Instead, let waiting deepen me. Let it clarify me. Let it purify me. Let it strengthen my roots. Let it teach me how to trust beyond what I can track. Let it train me to recognize your hand even before the answer appears. And if this new season includes long-awaited breakthrough, help me receive it with humility. If it includes continued process, help me walk through it with peace. If it includes redirection instead of the answer I expected, help me trust that your wisdom is kinder than my assumptions.